Hey, everybody, welcome to another marketing insight here. My name is Dr. Derek Bear, and you can see that on the screen. I spelled my name correctly this time. And we are talking about Practice Insider's Edge, which is our platform in which we help people grow and scale their practice. We use a system called our Grow platform inside of that helps us to do a bunch of different ththings for practices, from marketing, lead generation, nurturing, helping you close, helping you follow up, all those kinds of things. But today I'm going to kind of take maybe a little bit of a different approach than I've done in some of the videos before, because I talk a lot about, again, you can see it there in kind of the reader, get to know your competition. I talk often about the fact you need to dominate your competition. From the perspective of domination, what I mean is if you are in practice in a community, you need to have the #1 position in Google Maps. You need to have the most reviews out of anybody that's in your area. You should have more video testimonials than anybody that's there. You should be shooting more live videos that anybody is doing, because that is where your potential patients are at, and that's where your current patients are at. So they can always keep up with what you're doing. So you want to be dominating them in that way. But I'm going to kind of switch this up a little bit and talk to you about how it's important to get to know your competition. What I mean by that is if you honestly can say every single person in your community could come to your practice and you could get them 100% better, you are by all means the best clinician that's out there. I don't think that's the truth. In other words, as a chiropractor that had an emphasis on sports medicine, I really did not want to treat a lot of pediatric patients. Now, I'll be honest that I didn't necessarily always like some of my other chiropractic providers in my community, but they would do a lot better job at pediatric care than I could have. So when I would have patients that would say, will you take care of my infant? Will you take care of my baby? Will you take care of my young child? Will you take care of my teenager? Teens, I was cool and comfortable with. Kids, okay, but when it got into the infants and their babies, I was not comfortable with it. I didn't take enough continuing education there. I just didn't want to do that. Even my own son, he was born 9 weeks early. He was born 5 pounds, 3 ounces, dropped down to 3 pounds, 5 ounces. I switched that up. He was at 3.5, dropped to 3.1. I was actually not the first person to adjust my son. I took him an hour away to a pediatric chiropractor. That's what I'm telling you to do, is get to know who your competition is in your community, because sometime you're going to run into an issue that you just can't help that person. The bottom line is it's about the patient. It's not about you. I had providers in my community, and my wife, Terry, is a physical therapist. So we had a 2,500 square foot facility. We had 3 treatment rooms, x-ray room. We had a big gym in the back. So patients would come into myself and see me as the chiropractic side. We had a massage therapist there for a bit. They would maybe go back into our decompression table, and then they would go back into physical therapy. There were times in which we had patients that wanted to have physical therapy, but they thought as they would walk past my doors, I would grab them and pull them in and say, you can't get back to the gym until you're treated by me. It wasn't that way at all. We wanted chiropractors in our community to refer their physical therapy patients to us. If we had physical therapy that needed chiropractic and they didn't have a chiropractor, we'd talk about that with us. But if we had a podiatrist that the orthotics that I could do or rehab chiropractic couldn't help, we wanted to make sure we had a very good podiatrist that we could refer to. There was a chiropractor in my community, Joe Bradley, awesome guy, awesome doc. He's phenomenal. He's an educator when it came to ART. So when I had soft tissue technique issues that I wasn't surpassing, I made sure I went out and got a hold of them. If you don't do soft tissue and there's a massage therapist in your community that is very good, or you hear stuff about, why don't you go and shake hands, get to know them? They're probably looking for a referral source from you to them, and they have people laying there for 45 minutes, 90 minutes on the table saying, have you met a chiropractor in this community? Do you know a physical therapist I should go and see? The same thing would be for a general practitioner. Who is that general practitioner in your community that you should connect with and start educating them on chiropractic care, or educating them on physical therapy, or educating them on massage therapy? Who is it that's out there that you can help them with? Because again, the bottom line is it comes down to the best benefit you can provide your patient. If you don't have a full scope practice, you need to look in your community for other people that will be open to it. And I will tell you this, refer out, don't always expect a referral back. We didn't always receive that. That's just the way it goes. But if there's somebody that has a technique, that's somebody that has a specialty that you don't have, it's always good to get those people that are out there. So if you are a private practice healthcare professional and you're looking for ways to reach out to your competition and you want to chat with us, please, by all means, click on the link below there to get yourself set up with a triage call. I'll talk about it. If you want to learn how to dominate against your competition, if you want to learn how to use our platform to get more reviews and testimonials and referrals, it all comes from our Grow platform. If you want to do more video work, if you want to do more live videos like this, let me know. I'd love to help you. There are 52 topics you can cover, and you hit one every single week and you don't miss it. That's what you have to do. Look at myself. Next week, I'm actually heading to Round Rock, Texas. My son is playing in the national lacrosse tournament for club lacrosse out of University of Montana. I'm going to have to do this while I'm sitting in Texas. I'm not going to miss it because I want to make sure I get an important message out. It will probably be about teamwork and winners and losers because I'm going to see who's winning and losing out on the field. I'm going to talk about teamwork because it's important. So back to the start. If you are a private practice healthcare professional looking to grow and scale your practice, we'd love to help. If you're looking to talk about dominating your competition from an online perspective, Google Maps, blog posts, videos, anything like that, getting more reviews, I'd love to be able to help you. So I appreciate your time. Stay tuned next week. I'll be live from Round Rock, Texas, where I'll be covering after some of the games that my son plays in. We'll, again, probably talk about teamwork. Maybe something else will hit me at that point. So if there's anything I can help you with, please do reach out. But again, remember, make friends with your competitors. It's all about your patient. They may not refer back, but it doesn't matter. You'll refer them to somebody that will help them. That will build referrals on the back end. So thanks again for your time. I appreciate it. You have yourself a fantastic day. We'll talk again next week. Bye for now.